Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Beyond measure.
I'm gonna show you how great I am. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark. I'm gonna show you how great I am. Only last week I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
What's happening, everyone? So I thought I wasn't going to be able to live stream for 2 weeks, but God blessed me, and I was able to reactivate my Starlink. So here I am. Cheers, everyone. First sip of scotch with you. Scotchy, scotch, scotch. Down into my belly. Love it. Still have my 99.999% of things you worry about will never happen up. I will change it. I just had a lot going on. I didn't even think I was going to stream tonight or be able to, so awesome stuff. I was in the spaces earlier today with Alex Jones and Chase Geyser and a whole bunch of cool people and one crazy granny who is just off her rocker. She calls herself Mega Granny because she can't pronounce MAGA correctly. That's the first thing. And then she basically told Alex Jones that that they're part of the what did she say? Trying to remember exactly. I'll just paraphrase. Basically, she's saying that asking questions is the start of like totalitarianism and the start of disinformation. That's how she put it. Asking questions is the start of disinformation. How more diluted and consumed by the media and brainwashed can a person be than that? And I feel sorry for her. She sounded like a nice old lady, but she's just so far gone. We were talking about those cliffs you fall off of, whether it be right or left-hand cliff. And she's either right there at the edge or she's already fallen off. And it's sad. And she had this whole story, so I posted on her X to hope to get a message back. I haven't checked it. I guess we can go ahead and check here in a second. Well, while I'm on the topic, let's check now, right? So, I'm just hopping my X. I did get a message. I don't think that's from her, though. No. Spam, probably. Yeah, she didn't get back to me. But, here she is if you want to troll her. Because, and I say that in a nice way, okay? I don't just troll people to troll people. That's fucked up. Troll with a purpose. Donald Trump is the greatest troll ever in the history of planet Earth, in my opinion. What I mean by trolling with a purpose, the only way we're going to win people over is to call them out on their bullshit. Some of us do it aggressively, which I do, and with language, which I do. You don't have to. You can do it nicely as well. Why I use language, why I'm aggressive, is to try to smack them out of that just delusion and that brainwashing that they've been programmed with. You know? That's why I use that approach. I mean, some of sometimes people need that. There's types of personalities out there that need. I'm one of those personalities, man. I used to get really angry, right? And I remember this specifically. I got really angry one night with my ex-wife. This was 20 years ago, and praise the Lord, I've gotten past it for the most part. I still will not go into rages, but I can feel it, and I've learned how to, breathe, all that good stuff. So the Life of Hard Knocks was my anger management class, basically, um, and God was faithful as well. Anyways, so 20 years ago, I was married. I would put holes in the wall. I'd get so angry, just stupid. And so I did that. She came up to me while I'm still in a rage, and she just smacked the shit out of me right across my face. And it snapped me the fuck out of it like that fast. And I was just so shocked that the rage was immediately gone. And that was actually the start of the decline in my anger. Sad to say, it took more years than that, and a divorce and all of that. However, everything happens for a reason, exactly how it should. God's providence is perfect. I trust in Him. I digress, though. What I'm saying with MAGA Granny, and let's go ahead and look her up here, and I guess I should turn on my X feed so you guys can see what I'm talking about. We'll get back to Fuckle Nuts here in a bit. Where would my profile, I guess, right? Yeah. Posted it today. Where is it? She may have blocked me too. Man, I posted a lot more than I thought I did. X is addicting. I think you all know that, for those of you that have X accounts. That was yesterday, so sorry for the dead air, guys. I'm trying to find this crazy old codger. I guess it won't show up on my feed if I addressed it. No, because I posted it. It should. She may have blocked me, and maybe that's why it's not on here anymore. Oh, what was her name? I'm trying to remember. Oh well. Guess it wasn't meant to be. I think it's at MAGA Granny or something, and she called it Mega Granny. Yeah, she might have blocked me. Oh, she did. Here she is. These posts are protected. Doesn't surprise me. Not one bit. Oh, she doesn't even have any followers, or maybe that doesn't show up anymore. Yeah, okay. That was her. MAGA underscore Granny. I mean, not very smart to go on. It doesn't surprise me one bit that she did that. So she's picking and choosing who her friends are now, which, whatever. It doesn't surprise me. Because, again, she said that questions are the start of disinformation. So basically what she's saying is don't talk. Because you have to have questions to have a conversation. Or a meaningful one, anyways. I mean, conversations don't last long without questions. Okay? So, right there, boom. And the rest of the show, it was hilarious. Alex Jones and, you know how Alex is. Chase Geyser was, ribbing her. He was just sort of laughing at what Alex was saying, but Alex just kept bringing it up. Hey, whoa, whoa. Like every caller, he'd be like, hey, whoa, stop. Don't ask any questions. That's the start of disinformation. Again, feel bad for the lady. She's just so out there, so brainwashed. And she cited CNN, of course, and Netflix was her other one. It's like, oh, lady. Okay, so what? The only thing you are really consuming is CNN and Netflix. So it's good that she was on Alex Jones today. Maybe a little bit of truth hit her in the face. We'll see. Obviously not, because she blocked everyone. But yeah. What was the other thing I was going to say about her? She claims that she was all ultra MAGA, even though she can't even say it correctly. She calls it mega. At least she spelled it correctly, but she can't say it correctly. Or maybe she just had a gaffe today when she said it. That's possible. People get nervous when they get on the air. But the other thing she claimed, and I called her out on it. I said, show me your court documents. Well, I digress. Let me tell you what I'm talking about first. So she claimed that she was ultra mega and called it ultra mega. I was ultra mega, and I went to January 6th. I was there, and I got arrested for that, and I pled guilty because I was guilty. And I'm sitting there going, bullshit. Bullshit. Okay, so I called her out. I said, hey, Mega, see, now I'm doing, hey, Mega Granny, show me those court documents since you claim you went through that whole process and were there. And we see the result. She blocked me. So, and a bunch of others, I'm sure. She's just full of shit. She's a full of shit Democrat who thinks she's smart. She thinks she's smart by masking herself as a MAGA granny who is now turned the other direction and going to the left, and she's voting for Biden. Like, give me a break. You didn't go to January 6th as a real person, a real patriot, and now all of a sudden you're going to vote for Joe Biden? No way. There's no way you had such a shift to the left. There's no way. You're fucking crazy. So I'm going to go full screen so you guys can see her name. But again, she blocked me. She's probably set her settings so no one can contact her unless she vets them first. But hey, try. She deserves to be trolled. She deserves to be laughed at, basically. And even though I feel bad for the lady, but if what it takes to snap her out of this, because she's old, she's going to die soon, we need to pull her back from the left if we can. She may be well over the cliff and emotionally and spiritually dead at this point anyways, and too far gone, in other words, but you never know. You know, I always troll people with the point of trying to bring them over to our side. And yeah, I hit them hard. I don't pull any punches. So be a nice troll though too, if that's your approach. That's fine. That's actually more effective on a lot of people. Okay, but there are some people out there that just need the hard 1-2, bam bam, to get the message. And then I can hand them off to some nicer people who'll coach them and bring them into the gate, so to speak. Here she is. Nope, that went away. There, right there. MAGA Granny. Right there. MAGA_Granny. Okay, not Mega Granny like she said, but MAGA Granny. MAGA_Granny. While I'm talking about this, since she popped up, free the world. World is such a hard word to say sometimes. Patriot Verity. She's part of the Vivek cult, is what I have named it. So, to her credit, looks like she might have unblocked me. Nope, I'm blocked. Still blocked. She, as you can see here, she has a flag, globe, eagle. She actually deleted all of her... Oh, that's gone because she blocked me. She has a bunch of verbiage there about MAGA, Trump is great. She has her Trump here, as you can see. Vivek for VP, blah, blah. Like, she's in this big crowd on X. Vivek for VP. And a long time ago when Vivek was in the primaries, well, months ago, man, I was hitting that guy hard. He's such a polished turd. He really is. Just way too slick, way too smooth. He's been training his whole life to be part of the DC swamp. He just isn't yet. And, like, that's his... You can tell with this guy, just by the way he talks, the way he pushes. I mean, you could tell when Trump had crossed the threshold for the nomination, he had Vivek there behind him, and Vivek grabbed Trump by the arm and like, hey, let me speak. And Trump did, but you could tell Trump was annoyed, like, by his face. And he's like, well, I know Vivek has a lot... What Trump is smart. He was probably thinking, well, Vivek does have a big following, so I can't just rebuff him in public. But Vivek is just such a polished turd, man. He He's in it for all the wrong reasons. I could tell that immediately. Sits there posting videos about people, or not videos about people, with his son on his just gaudy tour bus, to go around the country, which I guess they all have. I mean, Trump has an airplane. So, but sitting there studying with his son and saying, studying the Constitution of the U.S. and it just came across so disingenuous and so just gag me is the way I took it. The way I take all his things. He's a polished turd, man, and I have not budged from that. The one thing I did say to Patriot Verity, just to be honest, Vivek did post about abolishing the Federal Reserve, which I am 100,000% on board. That's one of the biggest, if not the biggest evils in our country. And that's saying a lot with the fourth wing of government known as the deep state, which is a close enemy number two. But the Federal Reserve has enslaved our entire population ever since the early 1900s. President Woodrow Wilson, the most evil president in the history of the United States, and not like Barack Obama and Joe Biden don't hold a candle to that guy. The stuff that guy, and the Federal Reserve wasn't even passed by Congress. It's not even enshrined in law. And all this, we didn't have a federal income tax before Woodrow Wilson either. That was all part of that project. So on that note, his stock raised with me on that. But besides that, so why everything came to a head with Patriot Verity and I saw her post a Vivek for VP website. And she claims, and she's probably being honest, that it was a third party that set it up and it had nothing to do with Vivek. But I think it was Vivek that actually posted it on his X. Not sure. Either way, well, you know what? It does matter. I should probably look into that. I won't do it right now, but let's just pull up Vivek's. Because I think it was he retweeted it or something to push the website. And it's a website dedicated to him becoming vice president of the United States. And I'm just sitting there going, seriously? Like, dude, dial it back, man. That's not the way to go about it. Now, having said that, I'm going to do my research because if it wasn't posted to his website, he may not even know it exists. Okay? He's still a polished turd. I'm not gonna pull back on that at all. We can watch some videos. Let's just watch a short one right now. Here's a 3-minute something video. Okay. He's not coming across in this video nearly as much as a polished turd as I've seen him in the past. So I'll find some better ones to sort of drive home the point I'm making. Stuff like this sort of gets to me. I mean, this is a professionally done photograph, right? And that's where I find him disingenuous. It's like, dude, just take a damn photo, you know? Like, how many times did they have to take this photo? I remember when I was a kid, I hated it. My dad was a photographer, an amateur photographer, and we had to sit there for hours on end until we got the perfect photo for everyone to see because he didn't want anyone out there knowing he was an angry son of a bitch that cheated on his wife and, uh, you know, verbally accosted us children, especially me being the oldest, on a regular basis. Was physically violent with me at times, not anything extreme, but still inappropriate. Uh, me being a child and him being an adult. Anyways, I digress. So maybe that's where some of this disgust comes from with Vivek. I look at him and I'm like, I look at this picture and his, Chuck E. Cheese grin there, and it's like, I just feel like there's something else going on behind the scenes, there's a dark Vivek, who once he gets in power is going to show his true colors. That's what I see with this guy every time I look at him. And especially when he starts talking, it's not like aggressively condescending, but there's this condescending tone he always has. I mean, this photo is a little better. This just seems like, hey, here, can you take a picture with my iPhone? I don't know. Maybe I'm looking way too far into this. I'd like to know your thoughts about the guy. How do you feel about him? But enough with that. So that's what happened with Verity. So all I did was hashtag polished turd in my post. And she flipped the fuck out, like, immediately. And we were doing good. She was helping me to grow my channel. I was and still am, very grateful for that. I mean, she flipped on it. And it's a cult of personality, is what it was. Like, you can never, ever, I don't care who it is, with even Trump, do not latch on to someone and just place all your faith, hope, and trust in a person because they will let you down. Trump has let me down in the past. Why didn't you build the entire border wall, for one? Why didn't you throw Hillary in jail? Now, having said that, he did say it in jest during the debate, saying you would be in jail. He didn't make it a campaign promise or anything. But, and I understand half the country, well, not half, less than half, far less than half, they cheat. But a big portion of the country still is Democrat. And, as president, you can't do that. Maybe in his second term he'll do it now after all the shit he's been through. I hope. These commie-crats all need to go to prison or worse, be tried as for high treason, and we all know what the consequence of being guilty of high treason is, don't we? And until that, like, these people won't stop until some of them start swinging from a rope. That's just reality. They are so drunk on power and seeking power and corruption that it's going to take some instances like that for all the comic-crats to snap out of it and be like, whoa, this isn't worth it anymore. We might be hanging from a rope one day. I wish it didn't have to come to that for citizens of the United States. But when you turn your back on your country, there's consequences for that. And we need to hold our Constitution at a higher level than people. Because if we don't, then people are just going to shit all over the Constitution, which is exactly what happens every time a Democrat is in office. And Republicans too. You know, I'm not. It goes both ways, but definitely when Democrats are in office, commie-crats is what I'm going to start calling them all the time because that's what they are. Commie-crats, the ones in power, okay, and at every level of government too. You know, even if they're on a school board or city council, they're commie-crats. Democrats, they're still true blue Democrats, blue chip Democrats, people that were alive when JFK was assassinated. That's going to galvanize anyone into a party. I've said it before, I'll say it again, I'll say it numerous times again. I don't blame those people. Like, I think a big part of them hopes that the Democrat Party will come back to the right a bit, to the time of JFK. And they're still living in that generation. And in that mindset that, oh, this is the Democrat Party, when it's not. It's a communist party. It's been taken over by Marxists and communists, and that's just reality. So anyways, I'm about to come up on my 30 minutes. Doesn't look like I have any viewers here. If I do, I'm going to hang out for a second. I'm going to open up a space on X right now. So just give me just a moment to get that done. Oh man, all my ice melted. I didn't drink my scotch fast enough. Woo! Haha! Shouldn't chug scotch either, but I hate it when it's warm. So, let's get it done. Guys, remember merch. You want this cool glass or the cool t-shirt I'm wearing. Proud, straight, Caucasian, conservative Christian male. I always forget the order. Then go to the website, jds2cents.com. It's in the ticker there for you to see. Oh, well, my full screen covers that up. I need to fix that. Let's fix that real quick. Oh, but then it's gonna do weird things. Well, I'll fix this when I get off here. Oh, there we go. I think that's... Sorry, guys. You're seeing behind the curtain here a little bit. It's not quite good enough, but... there we go. Oh. Sorry, I'm a OCD perfectionist. That's a big fault of mine. Okay, anyways. It's still sticking out under there. There we go. That's better. Okay. Let's get this space open. So if anyone is here, the viewer count on my OBS doesn't always work right. So I don't want to cut anyone off that does have an opinion. The only chat I can see, and the chat wasn't working last night either. The only chat I can see right now is Twitter. I'm trying to fix that so I can get YouTube, X, DLive, and Rumble all in the same chat, hopefully. So that way I don't miss anybody, because I want to hear everyone's 2 cents. That's what this whole channel is. It's your channel, guys. It's not my channel. I'm just the host. With that, it's 8:30. So let's get this space open. I will open up the phone as well. So if you want to call in, 720-72 cents. That's 720-72 cents. And I will make sure to answer you. So, let's tie that into OBS. Sorry, guys. I wasn't even supposed to broadcast today and literally had 10 minutes to throw all this together. So, it's coming out a lot better than I thought it would, which is nice. However, let's see here. Call-ins. Make sure that's tied in. So, yeah, 720-72 cents. I don't hear anyone calling. It's this. Yeah. Excuse me. It's like I've been drinking or something. Again, JD's 2 cents. Get the mug, or get the glass. Get other merch. There's the t-shirt store on there. All my channels are on there. I need to figure out how to put my live stream on there, so I'll do that after I get off right now. Oh, the beer's already warm. Gross. Oh well, I'll still drink it. No, I'll save it for my rice. That's what I'll do. I always cook my rice and beer. If anyone wants that to see that, maybe I'll just throw it on X. So it'll be on my feed shortly when I cook my rice tonight. Anyways, where were we? Space. Nope, it went away. I should have had all this ready to go. My apologies. JD's 2 cents live stream. Oh boy. Start now. See how this goes. Oh, I'm so glad I got my Starlink back up. So nice to have actual legit internet. Cool. Okay, the space is open, guys, so if you want to pop in, I will hang out here for till 35 after the hour. Let's just make it that. So I'll just keep talking about more news here. Till then. Oh, here's Fuckle Nuts. I do not believe for one, or Juanita Broderick says, I do not believe for 1 second Biden's approval rating is anywhere near 45. I'm with you there, girlfriend. That gets a like. Yeah, that's bullshit. But the Democratic Party is bullshit. They're all full of shit. And they have the mainstream media held captive and have for a long time. Ever since the assassination of JFK is when I think the media really started sucking on the Democrats' nuts. 362 billion users seconds per day, says Elon Musk. Must be nice. I hope you're not taking payments for monetization, Elon. Ah, you know what? You do you, bro. You need to pay off the $52 billion you paid for this platform. So, anywho, Democrats. So here we go. Project 2025. They just keep bringing that up. Project 2025, guys, is simply a blueprint that the Heritage Foundation came up with for the next conservative president. And they're hoping it'll be Donald Trump in 2025. But it just outlines, it's a 800-something page document. I didn't read it all, but I read the parts that mattered. And there's nothing nefarious in it. They purge the government of thousands of civil servants and replace them with unqualified far-right MAGA loyalists. Not true. They're saying you do need to reduce the size of government and reduce the civil servants. Because when you reduce the size of civil government, guess what? You gotta fire people. They're not saying they gotta be MAGA loyalists. And nowhere in that document does it say MAGA. I'm sharing that with you right now. It may say it as in referring to MAGA, but it doesn't say that people have to be, or the people that are in the institutions in the future have to be MAGA loyalists. Nowhere does it say that. So, there's 35 after. I'm not getting any calls. I am not getting anyone in the spaces. I hope to see you soon, though, guys. If you see this in the future, remember, Monday through Friday, now that I have Starlink, there will be no more interruptions. Unless it's a federal holiday, I will take those off. Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Time. Cheers, everyone. Have a blessed and wonderful, Wednesday evening. I hope you're staying cool in this heat wave, wherever you are. Cheers, everyone, and God bless.